Welcome adventurers to a new year and a new game. We start the year as we ended the last one, with a game that is built around Northern mythology. But this game is somewhat different than what I'm usually used to playing. Its protagonist, Senua, who we see here on the cover of the game, suffers from psychosis. And to properly represent her condition, the game developers Ninja Theory even worked together with neuroscientists and mental health specialists to make it more authentic, and I think they did a very good job. So some parts of the game might be disturbing or not easy to digest. Just keep that in mind. But I think there's not much to say. We have to experience the game and just be aware of her condition. Let's start a new game. I played around 15 minutes just to check if it's working on my system and so on. So let's jump right into it.
Hello. Who are you? Doesn't matter. Welcome. You're safe with me. I'll be right here, nice and close so I can speak without alerting the others. Let me tell you about Senua. Her story has already come to an end, but now it begins anew.
What's happening? It's breathing. Dead. It's breathing. It's breathing. He knows she's getting closer. He can feel her coming closer. She's getting closer. They're watching. They're watching. They're watching. They're watching.
This is a journey deep into darkness. There will be no more stories after this one.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? They're watching. Why doesn't she turn coming? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him. He's already done. I feel you coming. Quiet.
Oh, how rude of me. I never told you of the others. You hear them too, right? They've been around ever since the tragedy. Well, that's not quite true. Some are old, some are new, but they've changed. I think the darkness changed them, just like it changed her.
Can you see them? Over there. Why isn't she looking? Why aren't you looking? He's in hell high.
Look, up ahead.
Hell high.
You see it too?
You promised you gave you.
Yes. It is real after all. She's finally arrived in the land of mist and fog. The place the Northmen call hell.
Turn back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe.
Go back, go back, go back, go
It's
back.
not safe.
It's them. They're here.
Can you see them? I can see it.
Look around and you'll see them. The drowned, the sick, the slain. Here they lie, rotting in the fields and rivers of hell. But the dead don't always lie still here.
You see them?
This is not a place of rest.
Can't do this. Go back. Go back. They're going to do that to you. Can you see them? Can you see them? They're going to do that to you. They're watching. Stop. Can you feel them watching? They're watching her. They're watching her.
she thinking? I can tell you. She's afraid. Wouldn't you be? You'd think she would get used to it by now after so many years. But the darkness, it just builds onto itself, growing stronger, towering over her. You might try and ignore it, turn away. But it's always there, just out of sight, where you're most vulnerable. It's like it knows that just enough light is all you need to see its suffocating power.
They can feel you.
You might think she's brave to go on this journey on her own, but it isn't bravery that drives her. Bravery only means something to those afraid of death. Senua's fear runs far, far deeper. What is she looking at? What is she leaving behind? I know what she's thinking. I hear her thoughts. It's not too late to get into the boat and go back. No one will judge her. No one will ever know. Oh, she heard us. There's no going back.
You can't do it.
Senua pushes away a world that conspired to cause so much suffering. There's nothing to go back to, and worse to look forward to. Why don't you join us? Maybe you too have a part to play in this story.
Maybe we do, and we will find out. And I hope in a good way, and not in a bad. So there's no going back. Nope, there is not. And she came here in a self-made dugout canoe. That is not the safest way to enter hell, I guess. Oh man. And in hell we are. Hell is the underworld, or the world of the death in Viking mythology. Hell, Helheim. And there's a rune stone.
You have to take a closer look to see. Why isn't she focusing? She needs to focus now.
She needs to use her eyes.
We can focus.
Do not forget my stories, Senua. Because your darkness comes from hell, and your fate lies there. They say the burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hela's gate, but gods and the living will follow this path. You must leave the Isles of Orkney across the eastern sea and find a road that leads north and down through deep, dark valleys. After 9 nights of riding, you will follow a great river and will find a bridge covered in gold. The path to Helheim goes from there, across the river of knives that flows from the dark world of Niflheim.
So we do learn something about Viking mythology at these runestones. And now I think the red runes are all those we can find, and now the S rune up there grew white because we listened to it. Okay, so we need to find rune stones. And the rune stones told us indirectly that we came from the Orkney Islands. So she is not a Viking. If she's local to the Orkney Islands, she might be a Celtic woman. And yeah, the game must play in early medieval times in the 8th century, most probably. So... who's coming? This is the most intense beginning of a game I've ever played. Do we listen to the voices?
The darkness is coming.
What darkness?
Yearns for life. Hunger.
Oh gosh.
Like a pack of wolves in your heart. But she's not stopping. Not this time.
Oh, sunlight.
Can you see it?
The land of mist and fog.
He's in there.
The old fool was right.
You see it?
What was it he said? The river of knives across which lies the halls of hell. The place they call Helheim.
He's lost. He's lost.
Where are you? I hear you.
He's there, you know.
There's no doubt about
He's
it.
lost.
The source of the darkness is in Helheim. And the goddess Hela holds his soul there. Her dear beloved, Dillian.
Oh, so we try to free the soul of her beloved from hell?
Doing this. Why doesn't she turn back?
Oh wow. And the voices. They seem, on the one hand, trying to help us.
She needs to save his soul. She wants his soul to be at peace.
So
She needs to make him
we might be good when we're here
She can save him.
or listen to them.
She'll never make it to Helheim.
Yeah, but then there are these voices that try not to encourage us, but laugh at us and our mission. Is this the river of knives already? There are Viking ships here. And that's hell.
She's reached to Helheim. I forget its name. She forgets too. But she does remember that only the dead may cross it. That part wasn't so easy to forget. The old fool said there was a hidden path up to it. Let's see, shall we?
A hidden path. And we must find it. This one voice, that seems to be the, I don't know, the guiding voice. She always talks of an old fool, and he seems to speak to us through the rune stones. And we have to cross that bridge, but we can't. There's another rune stone. Let's check back here. Okay, there's nothing. This is also constructed of boats, isn't it? I mean, boats were vital to the Vikings. That makes sense. It was their number one transportation choice. Oh yeah, now we have...
The Northmen speak of 9 worlds. The world of men they call Midgard. Sky gods dwell in Asgard. The gods of earth, harvest, wind and sea dwell in Vanaheim. The good elves dwell in Alfheim. The evil ones dwell in Svartalfheim. The mountain giants dwell in Jotunheim. The fire giants dwell in Muspelheim. Niflheim is the world of ice and darkness. Only the dead dwell in Helheim. And that is where you must travel.
Yeah, they are telling us the mythology behind the game. That is awesome. But yeah, here we saw that the M rune up there, it went white because we read it. Okay. Cool. By the way, we seem to know a lot about Viking mythology and what the runestones tell us, but it's not that clear because... Up there. Because all we know about Viking mythology, or most we know, was written around 200 years or more after the time of the Vikings by Christian scholars in the 12th and 13th century, when all the sagas have been written down and the Edda and these things. So it's no primary sources. The only primary sources we have from the Vikings are the runestones, more or less. And they don't tell too much. And of course the archaeological remains, because the Vikings did not write down their history. It was oral tradition. And when the Irish and Icelanders wrote down all the sagas and the Viking mythology, it was already mixed up with Christian mythology. So yeah. We seem to know a lot, but we don't. Because if you really want to know what the Vikings believed during their time, you have to filter out what was added by the later authors of the stories. Wait, we cannot go back? Okay. There's no going back. There's a door with a rune.
He's going to hurt you.
It's dangerous.
Don't kill me. I'm not one of them.
Don't listen.
I was just hiding. I find I live longer that way.
Don't listen.
I'll never let the bastards catch me again. Never! Wait. Who are you?
It's just a memory.
Truth? Is that you?
For my tales of the Northmen, they call me Druth. A liar. An old fool. Druth is my truth.
It's good to see you again. You kept your vow.
Guide you in this life and the next. I will tell you my stories of hell, if I may walk with you.
Tell me your stories again, old friend. I'm listening.
The runes seal the gates to hell. Focus your inner eye, and you too will see what's hidden in plain sight.
Use your eyes. Use your eyes.
Okay, we can focus on this. And this seems to be the old fool who is talking to us through the runestones.
It's the secret.
Hold it in your mind's eye. Find one like it to open the gate.
Find one like it.
It's just
Oh. There are a lot of. Oh,
Focus.
it's the shadow, isn't it? And the red runes are guiding us. Yeah, and when we found it, we have this sequence.
Look towards the gate. And the gate will open.
Yeah, it's different now. I love the ornaments.
Through the gate.
go through it. It's dangerous.
That's awesome.
Follow it. What's behind the gate? Where will it take you? It's not safe. It worked.
We are through.
I spent 6 years enslaved in hell. But I watched the Northmen. Learnt their ways.
I know you did.
You listened when everyone else laughed. My people paid a heavy price. Carry my stories with you, and together we will make the Northmen feel our fury.
So he wants revenge. He was captured
Another
by
voice
them.
joins us. She once tried to make them go away. Pretend they weren't real. But what good is that? When we are always here.
Yeah, what good is it? Okay. It seems we can continue up there.
I guess it's the same with heights. You can stand on the edge, pretend it's going to be okay. But you know that death is near, waiting for you to make that little slip. You can't just wish things away.
Can she slip? Can we die? There's the next runestone.
The world of the dead is ruled by the giantess, Hela, daughter of Loki. The gods feared her bloodline, bad on her mother's side and yet much worse on her father's. So, as a child, the All-Father cast her down into Helheim and gave her power over those who die of sickness, age, hardship, and self-slaughter. In all of the 9 worlds, only Hela can resurrect the dead. To Hela, your Dillion was sacrificed, and with her you must bargain.
Oh man, that won't be an easy task. But I'm sure we will try. We go further and further down into the mountain. Where will that lead us? To a gate.
Stay back. You have to open it.
The gate to Helheim divides the living from the dead. Is that the face of Hela herself? The half-rotten goddess that rules over Helheim. Whatever horrors lie behind that door, she must find him. Shh. Someone's here. Took him from me. I beg you, let him go. I'll give you what you want. I won't resist anymore. Just give him back.
Oh, whoa, whoa. We have to fight. Oh, goodness. Oh.
He's down. Finish it.
Can we? Oh, wait. Can we? Oh, goodness. There are more. Okay, yeah, that is dodging. Oh, can we block? Oh no, that was the focus key. Okay, it doesn't work in battle, that makes sense. Oh man, goodness! Oh, there, we can block. Oh, whoa, whoa. No, no, no. Ooh. Ooh. Combat feels good. What are these? Oh, goodness gracious. No, 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 no. I cannot even hit them. I can only block them. Oh man. What can I do? Oh. I love her moves. Combat feels good. But I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. No. It's getting black. I tried.
a vision of what's to come. Poor Senua. The darkness does not bargain. It does not reason. It is rot. And now it has taken hold. It will spread towards her head, the seat of the soul, until there is nothing left of her. All of her suffering will have been for nothing. It's just a matter of time.
The dark rot will grow each time you fail. If the rod reaches Senua's head, her quest is over. And all progress will be lost.
The hardest battles are fought in the mind. That is what Dillian taught her. With every defeat, the dark rot will grow and soon it will take her soul. But for now, at least, she still has control of her mind. And she will fulfill her vow, whatever the cost.
He's not right.
Listen to me, Senua. The goddess Hela lies behind the gate to Helheim. To open the gate, you must first face the gods that guard it. The god of fire, Surt, and the god of illusion, Valravan. Spill their blood to open the gate to Helheim and enter the land of the dead.
Though Valravan and Surt
It won't open.
and the darkness will not bargain.
Why can't she?
Oh man,
She has to challenge the gods.
this is intense.
Two gods first.
And we must not fail, Senua. Okay. We will fight these gods in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day and
Fate, Senua.
goodbye.